Do you know where I found my peace? I found my peace. A lot of young guys right now in America. I'm gonna talk to these young people because I've been there. I've done all that. I've done all that. But these young guys, man, they have zero direction. Because listen to me. Let me give you the statistics that you guys don't want to hear. As a black man, when you land in America, African man, say you wanna fuck a girl, you have like 5 different options. Okay, you have a black girl, you have an African girl, you have a white girl, you have an Asian girl, or you have a Latino girl. 5. Okay? Sorry. It was chafing, so I took out my ring finger, so. But those are the 5 options you have. And then look at it this way. You're a black African man with no money who has assimilated yourself into a college community, because most of the African they go into college community. It's harder when you go into into society and stuff. But in a college community, they make you think that you are actually one of them. But here's the difference. These people have families. This is their home. You came from 5,000 miles away to come over here, and you're trying to hit on a girl. Number one, in America, an African girl will not date an African man. I hold this finger up with a statistic of at least 90%. Do not bother with an African girl. Okay? Because you're the problem. That they ran away from Africa. Let's go to number 2. I'll come back to this. I can come back to this if you guys tell me this finger, daddy finger. No, that's no. Brother finger. Tell me to come back to brother finger, and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit about more. Now, daddy finger, where are you? Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is mommy finger. Mommy finger. Bring me back to mommy finger and daddy finger, and I'll tell you these two. Now we gotta talk about sister finger. African girls. African girls will not date African men in America unless you get them fresh off the boat. You understand what I mean? If they're off the boat and then they come, you can get them there. You're probably gonna have them for 2 months, and then they're gonna leave you. But like previous one I said, that's not why they came to America. That's not why they left Africa. They're gonna leave you because they came there looking for African American dick. Okay? It was fuck. I even messed up myself. Let's talk about white girls. The only white people, not white girls. The only person who will date an African is a white person, okay? And even if you date that white person, their family is not going to accept you. This is America. I'm not even talking to you about shit. They're not going to accept you. Don't waste your fucking time. You will elope. He's going to go with you for one. And nowadays with Trump and all this bullshit, you're not even going to get fucking nowhere, man. Stay away from them. So now you're the black girls are not gonna. Oh, the African American girls. Now those ones are kind of tricky because nowadays they're kind of starting to learn that African men are kind of higher value because back in 2001 2021 when I was there they were not taking, but they're starting to learn that African men can actually provide. But then the problem with African American women, they have rage, and then the problem, they have rage, and once they have rage, they're angry. And forget even about the rage, you can probably get her out of her rage. But then they have family, and if she comes with a child, I have my friends, two Burundian guys. Let me tell you this story, which is really, really sad. Back in 2018, um, I have a friend of mine who was a Burundi guy who had his baby mama who was a African American woman, and they were in Phoenix. And then what happened was, oh fuck, I don't even want to go. But anyway, what happened was that they had shared custody, and then they would do the custody thing. So this guy went with his small brother to the apartment to pick up his kid from this woman. So when he went to pick up the kid, he found akata. What akata is what Africans call African Americans. It's a Nigerian word. We refer to African Americans as akata. So anyway, he found a akata in the house with his baby mama and his kid, which is okay because you're separated. But then they were smoking weed, and the kid was like 2 years old. So he started asking her, "Why are you exposing my child to weed and all this?" And then they started arguing back and forth. And then he said, "You know what? I'm not even picking up the daughter, and then I'm gonna go back to my car." And in his car, his younger brother was waiting for him. This guy went back to his car, and then that Akata guy who was smoking the weed with them, he took his gun and he went to the car and he shot up both of the brothers there, right there, and they died. Two brothers died. The younger one didn't die immediately because he called his older brother. There were three Burundi guys. He called the older brother and they called him and they said, "Hey, you know what? We got shot. Here I am. Please call the police." And 911, by the time the cops got there, the younger brother was dead. The older brother, who had received the call from the younger brothers, the two younger brothers who had gone to pick up the younger kid, 2 weeks later, the guy drove his car into the pillars in the highway. He just got drunk and then he drove his car. He killed himself, basically. So his mother lost three kids in 3 weeks, in 2.5 weeks. America is a very, very dangerous place. I'm telling you. First of all, with the guns, you guys don't even understand. I've been there for a while. God, I gotta make another. I didn't even finish my last point. It is fucking dangerous. And a lot of Africans think they can play with guns in America. I had guns, man, for a while, but I stopped when I was younger. And a lot of them think they can still play that game. Fuck. Like, share, subscribe, man. Let me make another one.